Hello, UPIKE viewers. Welcome to the April 2026 edition of Bear TV News. I'm Aiden Fisher.
And I'm Taylor Sams. We're here to bring you the latest news and updates from the University of Pikeville.
We begin with exciting news for UPIKE athletics. The University of Pikeville women's bowling team has been crowned the 2026 NAIA National Champion. This marks the program's sixth national title since 2001 and its fourth under the NAIA, an incredible achievement for the Bears. The Bears capped off a dominant postseason run with the national title, showcasing not just talent, but a season-long evolution as a team. The growth didn't happen overnight. From early season adjustments to building chemistry on and off the lanes, this group developed a strong sense of trust and accountability. Assistant coach Brianna Klimmer says that progression from individual relationships to a unified team dynamic played a major role in their success.
So I think they were committed from the beginning, which I think is really cool, stepping in as a new coach and two new coaches and completely different expectations. They really bought into it, but I feel like second semester, everything changed. They became closer. I think because they do had Bree, the senior, that it made it a little bit more like sentimental to them. And it already meant a lot to them, but I think they wanted to do it and prove it to themselves. And they had a lot of people who didn't believe in them and a lot of people who didn't think that they would ever do it. And I think, they kind of had that prove me wrong type mentality. But they just really stuck to the process and really worked hard. And they came in here wanting it more for each other than just themselves. And I think that's the difference, is they just really wanted to do it together and for each other.
And when the final frame was secured, the reality of the moment quickly set in. For one player, the realization of becoming a national champion is something she says still feels surreal.
I would say that I didn't even realize we were national champions until about the 7th frame. I looked over at Haley and she was bawling her eyes out, and I had looked up at the score and realized that they couldn't do anything to beat us, and all the emotions just came flooding in. And we all, finally, once we finished the game, we all just huddled around Bree and hugged her and cried because we realized we had reached a goal that we dreamed of.
Growth to grit to a championship finish. The UPIKE women's bowling team now brings a national title back home to Pikeville, Kentucky. This is Aiden Fisher reporting for Bear TV News.
The 11th annual UPIKE Film and Media Arts Festival is just around the corner. The festival kicks off Friday, April 10th, featuring UPIKE student projects, followed by short horror and thriller films and a feature-length psychological horror film. Reporter Esther Fugit has more information.
UPIKE's 11th Annual Film Media Arts Festival is taking place on Friday the 10th and Saturday the 11th of April. It is being held in the Crispin Auditorium in the Armington Building and will feature film art from the region, with entries submitted from Kentucky, Virginia, and West Virginia.
We started this festival back in fall of 2014. It was my first year here teaching, and I had two students at the time, David Chapman and Aaron Asbury, that wanted to host a film festival for the region. And that first year, we set it up. We took submissions from across the tri-state area, and we showcased them here on campus. We had a great time, and we continue that tradition ever since. So this is the 11th annual film festival.
We also spoke with one of the UPIKE Film and Media Arts students who spoke about his film.
The thing I most liked about making my film was probably just like the spontaneousness of it. Like I written a just brief, like short, story summary, and basically I just got my friend Blake and we went to the park, and we just, I didn't do any shot list or anything. It was just all on the fly, and I think that's just what made it more authentic. I think I feel like it really sold the comedic tone.
If you're interested in the Film and Media Arts program, either contact or email Andrew Reed at andrewreed@upike.edu. This is Esther Fugit at UPIKE News, signing off.
In other film and media arts news, UPIKE U Parodies will be held on Wednesday, April 8th at 7:30 p.m. on the 7th floor of the Health Professions Education Building. Cash prizes will be awarded for first, second, and third place, along with a $100 Audience Choice Award. Be sure to come out and support your fellow students.
UPIKE Theater is offering a great opportunity for future students. Theater scholarship auditions will take place April 4th. My co-anchor, Taylor, has more information.
Record Memorial Building is home to the UPIKE Theater Department. What once used to be a trademark for the university now shows signs of reestablishment on campus. With plays such as Proof, August Snow, and Little Shops of Horror. I had the privilege to interview Hannah Justice on how they plan to keep the theater department growing.
Auditioners come in here on Saturday. They're going to be asked to give a 30 or 60-second monologue, either comedic or dramatic. And if they're interested in doing musical theater, they'll have a 21 to 32 bar cut of any musical theater song that they're choosing. So this is important because our theater program is still very new. We just got the major approved last year. So we're starting to build the program from the ground up again. It's very important because this area doesn't have a whole lot of theater in the community. It's starting to slowly build up with institutions like ACT and the Appalachian Center for the Arts. One of my key memories of theater here at UPIKE was our first show that I was involved in. It was Your Good Man, Charlie Brown. And I had been out of theater for a few years because right after I graduated, COVID hit. And so I didn't really get into theater. And then my career started, and I got so busy that I never really got to dip back into that. It's really just an expression of human truth. That's what one of my favorite theater professors taught me when I was in school. It's really living truth in imagined circumstances.
My name is Taylor Sams with Bear TV News, signing off.
A new campus resource is now available to support students in need. Bare Minimum is providing affordable and accessible essentials right here on campus. Items include clothing, bedding, and shoes, and donations are currently being accepted to help keep the program stocked for those who need it most.
Rob Music and the campus chaplain. I also work with health and wellness, and I've been here 14 years, and I also get the privilege of helping us now move the ball a little bit on our basic needs.
We asked Rob what exactly Bare Minimum is.
We've decided we wanted to have a thrift store on campus. Firstly, for sustainability. People are, especially at the end of the semester, people are like throwing away refrigerators and microwaves, and granted, I get it, you can't take that to wherever you're going, but bro, don't throw that stuff away, right? The second thing is, give us some place to shop.
Clearly, this is a great idea, but how can students even get involved?
Yeah, number one, donate. If you're going to throw out shoes, shirt, your rando hat, so often we think that no one can use this. Let the thrift store kind of vet that. And if so, then we'll throw it away. Or if it's something we can't sell, maybe we can give it to another place. One person's trash is another person's treasure, right?
Now we know how to donate, but where can we donate?
Basement of Armington, as soon as you either come down the stairs, but who's taking the stairs, as soon as you come up the elevator, or when you come up Kentucky Avenue there and there's that door that you can go in, there's one of those big gray moving bins, place stuff in there, and that's where our donations are. So you can drop stuff off, or people can always reach out to me and one of our student workers will come pick it up.
I then asked Rob what he would say to someone who might be on the fence about donating.
I think there's a ton of freedom in minimizing or minimalization. I'm a minimalist. Some people probably think I just wear the same uniform every day. But I really think there's a freedom. We as Americans, most people have a ton of stuff. We have, clothes on clothes. We were getting storage units. And the truth of the matter is, if you get rid of it, it no longer has power over you and also can bless somebody else.
I'm Kyle Workman, reporting for Bear TV News.
And finally, for those considering a future in education, UPIKE's Master of Arts in Teaching program is now accepting students. Designed for those ready to answer the call to teach, the program prepares future educators to make a difference in the classroom.
The University of Pikeville is launching a new Master of Arts in Teaching program designed for people who already have a bachelor's degree and want to transition into education.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jill Maynard, and as the Matt University Supervisor, I work closely with our students and partner schools to ensure they are well prepared to meet certification requirements and succeed in the classroom. Throughout the program, candidates receive ongoing support during their clinical and field experiences. UPIKE is also an approved institution for the federal Teach Grant, which provides financial support to students preparing to teach in high-need fields.
UPIKE leaders say the program is flexible and affordable, making it easier for working adults. For more information about the MAT program and how to apply, visit upike.edu.
That has been about the new MIT program here at the University of Pikeville. My name is Kirsten Callahan, reporting for Bear TV News.
That's a wrap for the April 2026 edition of Bear TV News.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.